unfortunately, in Gibraltar, what we have to remember is that we are an electricity island, in effect. We generate our own electricity, and we have our own grid. Therefore, when there's a fault in any part of the grid, there's no other part of the grid that can pick it up because there is one sole grid, and this is our reality. So therefore, there are sometimes failures in the grid, and we apologise. But in this instance, it's important to say that there was no third party involved. And what we have tried to do is to make sure that when there are any third parties and when there is any negligence involved, that we have a set of tools available in order for us to be able to take prompt action so that it minimises the amount of faults that there are and issues that there are with the electricity.
These repeated cuts can be distressing, especially for the vulnerable in our community, the elderly, the disabled. So how is the government safeguarding vulnerable people during these outages, and can they be strengthened in any way?
So there are numerous things that we're doing. So when there's an outage at the power station, the battery energy storage system, is coming into place in December. So when there's an outage at the power station, the BESS should kick in order to make sure that there isn't an interruption in supply. Now that's for any outage in the power station itself. If there's an issue with the grid, that's harder. So what we've been doing for the past 14 years is a significant investment has been put into the grid itself. And finally, as you're aware, what we've done is that in respect of any third parties that are drilling through cables or anything like that, we've strengthened legislation so that any third party contractor drilling through a cable can be fined up to £100,000. And we are looking to strengthen the service clearance regime. So in those three ways, we are trying to do our utmost to minimise the impact that it has on consumers.
So you're working on improving the grid. Can you commit to a timeline at all for when residents can expect more stable, reliable supply?
The reality is that it's an ongoing project. So you will see all around Gibraltar that the grid is slowly being
So there's no
improved.
timeline.
The timeline is it's a constant rollout of cables. But obviously, as the latter parts of the grid get rolled out, the parts that were fixed at the first have to then continue being fixed. So there is a continuous rollout by the Gibraltar Electricity Authority to improve the grid in numerous different areas.